Hello Bond fans, it's Slam Tilt, and I haven't spoken to you for a while, so I hope you all had a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. But here we are in the new year, and this is my first project for 2023, James Bond's 60th anniversary edition. Now at the corner of my right eye I can see my cat coming towards me. Go away, I'm recording. Alright, sorry about that. So this is a very special edition of this game. I just, like everybody else, I saw the reveal of this and I looked at the simplicity of it and I thought, you know, that's actually a very simple game to reproduce. So, and I did it in a few hours. I reproduced the layout and I started to shoot it, and then that's how you refine these things. When you're working from a photograph, which is all I had to go by, when you play it, you actually figure out how the shot should actually play, because sometimes, you know, these don't actually work as they should. So the more you play, that's how you refine the game to flow exactly as the real machine should flow, just by playing it over and over again. So it's a very simple layout, but it's actually a lot of fun. But what makes it enormous fun is the code, obviously, and the music and everything else that's added to it beyond what an old EM table would do. So that's what this game is pretty much a homage to, if you like. It's a homage to the EM games and early solid state games from a long time ago. But this is a great idea that Stern have added, these electromechanical reels in the back glass. There's only 4 of them, but they do go up all the way up to over the top, which is over 100,000. My graphic isn't exactly the same, but it's pretty close. I've obviously changed the back glass artwork as well, because I wanted to have segments where the thing could spin round and land on a random Bond. And obviously everybody on Future Pinball gets the 007 of 500 edition. Now, who gets the real 007 version, or 007 if you like, on the real machine? It's probably the designer, Keith Elwin, I would have thought. Very sought after machine this is, but it's out of most people's price range, $20,000. Are you kidding me? No way in hell is this game worth $20,000. But if you're rich, $20,000 is nothing. It's pocket change. So, but this game is way more feature-packed than the original Stern could ever be, because I've got free access to the entire license, because I don't make any money out of it. I'm doing this for fun, and everything that I've collected is just free stuff you get on Google. I mean, all these images, you just type in James Bond and you get all these images off Google. The music I just record from YouTube. Sound effects I get from YouTube. I mean, it's all there, it's out there. All I've done is I've just gathered it together into a single project. But yeah, I don't sell my games, so I don't make any money, so it's just a fan project, really. So the biggest changes that you can probably see is the hat's missing. I got rid of the hat and added 12 bad guys instead of 6. So all the fan favourites are on here, like you've got Odd Job, Jaws, obviously, but you've got new ones like Scaramanga, Knick-Knack, Stromborg, Kid Went, On a Top. So you know, it's just it just makes that feature a little bit more fun. And there's a countdown in the middle as well, and the idea is that you've got to build up to 30 seconds to start it, and then when you start it by hitting this saucer, the 30 seconds counts down. And these drop targets are all individually programmed now. On a real pinball machine, they're all activated with a single solenoid. But on Future Pinball, I can have all of these individually programmed. So I can make each one pop up individually and have them timed. So that's what happens during the new feature that I've added called License to Kill. These will pop up randomly, and you have to make the killer shot 3 times to dispose of the villain. Complete all 12 lights, and you come face to face with Blofeld. That's why he's not there. He's the head of Spectre, obviously. Extra features include the double shot here, which you can collect cars and you can collect girls, and the girls are represented here with 6 showing and a mystery one, which is everybody else, because I haven't got room to put them all on there. So the mystery one is one of a pool of all the other ones. Other extra things include the fast escape lane here and the stunt loop there, which are all special combo shots, very difficult combo shots that the player can try and do. You've got Triple X, who will give you special missions per ball. If you complete them, you get special bonuses. There's also a speed trap here. If you get the ball moving through here at over 70 miles an hour, you win the value. But so the ball is measured. The speed of the ball is measured from here to here in milliseconds, literally 1 millisecond each time. It takes about 20 million milliseconds for a ball to travel through there, which equates to about 70 miles an hour. But the speedometer can go up to 90 miles an hour. So if you go above 70, it sets off a police siren as well. So you know you've got some points there. The bumpers have been slightly improved. Like there's nothing on there at the moment, but when you hit the bumpers, see the Spectra sign shows when it's hit, but only when it's hit. Spectra, obviously, as you know, is another word for ghost. So I thought that was pretty cool to have them only display when the bumpers are hit. Oh shit. I've added a phone as well. When the bumpers are hit a certain length of time, randomly a phone will ring, and when you put the ball in there, you'll answer the phone and something funny will happen. But you'll have to play the game to figure out what that is. The graphic down here has changed. There's now a shark. Any ball that goes straight down the middle is randomly eaten by the shark, and the shark will bite into the bonus. It doesn't happen every time, but it's a random occurrence. If the ball comes down the left or right out lanes, you are free from the shark. You will evade the shark, but only if it goes straight down the middle. So that's what I call a hazard. This is the star of the show. This is what I call the Corkscrew lane. It depicts the scene where the James Bond does that stunt where he loops the car over the bridge. So that's what that is. It's a corkscrew shot. You can hit it in two ways. You can hit it from the left flipper up this lane and it'll loop back down to the left flipper, or you can hit it straight up that way and it'll loop all the way back down and again come to the left flipper. So it's a very, very fast shot, very satisfying when you hit it properly. That can be hit that way as well, that lane and that way. So these are two very fast lanes as well. So this is a very fast game. The ball does not hang about. There are two places where it can stop. That saucer there, and also this saucer here. But this saucer is only accessible when these drop targets are knocked down. And the idea is that when you get the ball in there, you're trapped. Bond is trapped. And only a shot here will release the ball here and start a 3-ball multiball. But that saucer has a magnet in it which pulls the ball in. A direct shot will not register. You have to hit it through this lane here. And this is only when the first ball is locked. You have to shoot it through this lane, and as it comes up here, a magnet will pull it in and lock it in. So I don't think there's a magnet on the real machine, but that's how that ball is got into that saucer when one ball is already locked. And there's also a feature to hit the action button, which I haven't put on the machine yet, but it's represented here with a green light. So the action button will allow you to drop all three targets to drop a ball in there, but I haven't decided what to do in the rules with that yet. And these are, like I said, they're individually programmed. So I can have the back one come up on its own, the middle one come up on its own, or I can have them all play in a sequence. So I think I've covered everything there. I've obviously added some sidewall artwork, which is just a map of the world. It kind of blends in from the back wall artwork of all the names of the films, blended into a world map, so that was quite easy to do. I've added some sexy girl silhouettes to the plastics. Obviously, Future Pinball is absolutely not woke. I love women, or girls, if you like. They're not called women, they're called girls in the films. So the clips on the thing will show lots of sexy girls as well, because that's part of the appeal of James Bond is the Bond girls. Oh, and this is a power-controlled plunger shot as well. I've got rid of the manual plunger and added an auto plunger, but the player can control the power of the plunger with 3 different shots. A low-velocity shot, medium-velocity shot, and a high-velocity shot. A low-velocity shot will send the ball just to this lane. It'll stop short and come back down to the left flipper. A medium-velocity shot will send the ball all the way up and into the top rollover lanes, and a high-velocity shot will send the ball all the way around the loop and back to the left flipper. So the player controls the actual strength of the solenoid with 3 different velocity shots, which is something I've never seen in pinball before. So it just means that you can target exactly where you want the ball to go from launch, rather than sort of guess with the plunger. Because this is a fast game, you don't dilly-dally in this game. This game just gets things moving really quick. And of course we've got the new back glass artwork, which spins around in segments, and that's for the new Nemesis mode. So that's pretty much it, and the artwork on the cabinet is very simple as well, to sort of represent the EM style of games, because the EM games had very simplistic graphics, and I think that's way better than the movie posters. The movie posters look great on the wall, but they do not look good on the side of a pinball cabinet. That is ugly. And then I signed my name there where Keith Elwin would sign his name on the original machine. I put my name in there because just for a laugh. And that's not my signature, by the way. That's just a font that I found. And the game is now £2 a go and £5 for 3 games. I mean, that's the world we live in now. This is a very expensive game to play on location. But it's worth every penny, because this is an enormous value for money, because you're going to get all the songs, all the Bonds, all the villains, all the music from, well, most of the music from John Barry. It's absolutely loaded with features, plus innovative and brand new multiball features. I mean, it's just absolutely loaded. And, it's worth every penny of £1 to play. And these are not going to be short games either. I'll make sure that the player gets their value for money when they put in £2. So the main attraction of this is obviously James Bond. But as a simple sort of throwback to the olden days of pinball, it's also a lot of fun to play. So you don't have to be a massive James Bond fan to really appreciate this game. It's a great game, and I'm having a lot of fun working on it. And it's going to get better and better and better as I continue to add new ideas to it. Far beyond what Stern could ever do, unfortunately. They have limitations. I don't. Future Pinball has no limitations, and it will just go from strength to strength. It's just a fun project for my own amusement, really. So thanks for watching. I'll keep you updated with more ideas and innovations as I think of them. Take care now.
Hello? Are you there?